What's up, everybody? It's Johnny, and today I'm going to be talking about important information regarding the PPP loan. Today I will be specifically talking to those who have successfully made it through the application process for the PPP loan and are about to receive their funds or have just received their funds. Please take a second to click subscribe right now, as this is the first video in a two-part series regarding the PPP loan. Today's video specifically covers what to consider before receiving your PPP funds and how to set up an accounting system to account for your PPP funds. The second video in the two-part series will specifically go over how to obtain full loan forgiveness, how to apply for loan forgiveness, and if you were unsuccessful in your first attempt at acquiring a PPP loan, which was probably no fault of your own, how to go about reapplying and going through the application process the second time around. This is such an important topic, an important area for small business owners, so I felt like it was necessary to do two separate videos to properly break it down. Let's get into it right now. I'm going to start with the first step that you should take after your application has been approved. The first step is to review your loan terms and make sure of the following: 1% interest rate, 2-year term, 6-month deferral payment, and no prepayment penalty. Just a heads up, even though there is a 6-month deferral period, interest accrues from the moment you receive your funds. Remember, please be sure to carefully review all terms. Read the fine print. Make yourself aware of each specific term from your bank before proceeding. Okay, now we're at the second step. And the second step is to decide whether to move forward with the receipt of your funds. You have two options here. You can either decline and reapply, or you can take the funding. If you decided to decline and reapply, you must consider the following. 1, you may not get approved again. 2, the conditions may change. And 3, if you cannot receive funding, you should consider other programs like the Employee Retention Tax Credit. Okay, the third step, you decide to move forward with the funding. If you decide to move forward with the funding, you need to set up an accounting system to track the use of your PPP funds. I personally recommend setting up the system prior to the receipt of funds. You should contact your accountant for specific assistance to your individual case on this issue. If you have already received your funds, that is okay. You can still set up the system that I'm going to suggest today. So the question is, what kind of accounting system should you set up? So here's what I suggest. I suggest opening a separate bank account for all of your PPP activity. Why do I suggest this? Well, if you've gone through the application process, you know that this can be a little confusing and the rules may change at any point in time. When it comes time to apply for loan forgiveness, I want you to be in a position where any confusion, any room for error is mitigated and decreased. Okay, so what I suggest doing is separating your PPP funds, the money which you receive, and all the expenses related to the PPP funding in the same account that is easily traceable. Okay, so in addition to setting up a separate bank account, I recommend you take the following steps. Contact your payroll company to see if they are offering any tools to track your payroll expenses. Retain invoices and bills for all qualifying expenses such as rent, mortgage interest, and utilities to retain proof of payment. The entire goal here is to maintain clear, defined records so that when you apply for loan forgiveness, you minimize any chance for confusion or error in that process. At this point, if you have gone through the application process successfully and you have received funds or you are about to receive funds, I hope that I have provided you with some suggestions and recommendations that make this entire process easier and smoother for you. Again, the second part of this video will be about how to qualify for loan forgiveness, how to apply for loan forgiveness, and tips if you did not make it in the first round and have to reapply in the second round. Please like and subscribe now so you do not miss the second part of the series. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I hope everyone stays healthy, I hope everyone stays sane, and I cannot wait to see you all soon.